Over the weekend, I went to Farm Aid 40, and it takes a lot to get us farmers off the land and into the big city. But I made my way on up to the concrete jungle anyways, and as long as I can remember, I parked at the Washington Ave ramp on the second floor next to the Rhino. I should make it home. And they filled the whole freaking stadium for this shindig. All sorts of people came from all over the country, music lovers and farmers alike, and I was there with my friends from Regenerative Agriculture Alliance who support farmers like me, and it was so good to be involved with this event. We went to the opening press conference and listened to all these legends speak their truth. And speaking of truth, here's what Neil Young said.
I just want the money so we can give it to the people who made America what it is now. The farmers and all you billionaires, they need to stand up and pay a conscience tax to the farmers of America.
So show us the money, you filthy billionaires. And, the press conference ended and the music kicked off. I got to see a little bit of Jesse Wells before I was whisked away to do my farmer duty and go be a voice for the people. And, luckily I got to see him backstage. So that was pretty cool. I didn't get to see his whole set, but I got to see the guy backstage. And that's the cool thing about Farm Aid is just, treating farmers like rock stars, using the power of music, the power of influence to point the cameras at these inequities and the issues that we have in the farming system today. Is this what it feels to be your king? Oh yeah, that's Eric Burton from the Black Pumas. It was really good to connect with him. We did Willie's Roadhouse radio show together with another farmer, and it was just so great to connect with the Farm Aid staff, all the musicians, and all the people in the crowd. And really that's what these kind of festivals are good for, spreading those skills, spreading that awareness, getting people out and thinking and connecting and growing together. And regardless of how much money was made, it's about the connections, the hive, and lots of rock and roll and dancing and just letting it all out. And that's important because, if we forget how to sing and we forget how to dance and we forget our connection to each other and our connection to the land and our connection to food, what are we living for, So that's what I look forward to from Farm Aid is all the connections that were made and all the people that are going to go back to their homes and do their own farm aids in their own backyards and build up that community resilience. And for me, the cherry on top was, seeing old Willie Nelson perform at the end and the ways that he collaborated and, just hearing him sing Just Breathe and seeing his family up there and, that moment when he sang Last Leaf, it was just powerful stuff, and it to me is all a reflection of, the passing of the torch of that next generation coming on strong. Seeing Jesse Wells up there, seeing Eric Burton up there and some of the other artists, it just feels like it's our time. It's our turn, and hopefully the legacy that Willie and Neil and the other rock stars that put on Farm Aid, hopefully their legacy is one of change and one of impact, and hoping that, we, the next generation, can carry the torch in a good way. Speaking of carrying the torch, I gotta get back to the farm here. It's been a long day. Shout out to the street drummers, and don't worry, I found my way back to the parking ramp and got home, so the work goes on.